Alright, you bunch of COPPA twats, cut the shit and listen up. This video is not made for kids, but for a general audience, meaning teens, adults, and seniors can also enjoy this video. With that in mind, please enjoy. And mostly bite me. The island of Sodor is the home of the Northwestern Railway. With engines of all shapes and sizes, working hard to deliver goods and passengers to their destinations. There are branch lines that run along the coast of the island, serving the docks, the fishing villages, and the seaside towns. There are branch lines that run to the farms, quarries, and ancient castles of the island's heartlands. And there is the main line, which runs all the way from Tidmouth on the west coast of the island and over the Vickerstown Bridge in the east, where it continues to the mainland into Barrow-in-Furness and beyond.
Don't worry, Percy. We won't be gone for long. It's just for a few days and we'll be back before Christmas. She's the royal train.
Correction. I was the royal train.
That new engine doesn't seem to take kindly to Duchess.
Oh, that's Beachy Head.
That doesn't make too much sense.
Who are these engines? Who are you people? Who am I? I want you to tell me exactly what I am. A replica?
I'm afraid so, ma'am.
Boy, what's happening here, man?
Oh, sir. Apologies. But poor Beachy Head learned that she's a replica of one of her sisters.
So how could I be a replica?
Because you're made up of parts from other engines.
The engines jumped, for Stepney had woken up from his nap.
I knew this time would come, but I didn't think it would be now, especially during a year like this. While 70% of your parts were scratch-built, there were two big pieces that came from two different engines. Firstly, your tender chassis. That was from an LBSCR B4 engine, and the boiler came from a GNI Atlantic C1 large boiler class, specifically for number 3287. 20 years ago, the boiler was found in good condition and cleaned up with a pressure washer with intention to use it for the H2 project from 2000. Over 2 decades later, up to 2024, you were brought into the world.
Yeah, building engines, old and new, aren't cheap, especially when it comes to the parts. Some engines need to have some hand-me-down parts from other engines, like the Iron Duke and the Prince of Wales. They're replicas.
So it seems the hand-me-down parts could be responsible for your personality switching.
My personality switching. Is there a cure?
There are treatments.
Oh dear. I feel so bad for yelling at that LNER engine.
Wow. You know, I've heard about a GNR C1 class being replaced in a larger express engine, but that was an LMS Coronation Class, not an LNER class in A1, Beachy Head.
Well, I guess that explains my appearance. But while I adjust to where I came from, there's one thing that I don't understand. Couldn't you have just given me a new name? Why name me after an engine that's no longer around?
Well, I think the way I see it, I guess it was a way of carrying your siblings' legacy, to remind the people of where rail travel started. What it was like back then. You may have a weak start, your disorder, your siblings' fate, but you can have a strong finish, especially with the year of locomotion.
Wise words, cousin.
carry the legacy, eh? Well, that's certainly a hefty objective. Bigger than any job I've ever done on this heritage railway. But I suppose I'll give it a try. But considering my other half of me acting towards Duchess, I'm afraid she'll have to look elsewhere for a railway to thrive on. I don't think she'll be very fond of my personality switching. No, she won't.
Sounds fair.
So the deal was made, all had settled, and the engines continued their little heritage runs on the Bluebell Railway until the day came where it was time to go.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for letting us visit for the holiday.
Thank you for visiting our railway. Come back anytime.
And you are all welcome to visit Sodor.
After the heartfelt goodbyes, the engines made their way back to Sodor. But Duchess, she was back to square one, being sad. Will she ever find a home?
Don't worry, Duchess. We'll find you another potential home.
You know, that's the Ulster Railway Museum. Maybe the Earl might have room for one more.
The engines were approaching Shrewsbury Station when they were flagged down. They saw a diesel engine spluttering and stuttering. "Whatever's the matter?" asked Thomas's driver.
That poor diesel has broken down. There are some supplies needed to be delivered to the Severn Valley Railway. Would you take them, please?
Sure, we can do that.
So they put the diesel off to the siding, and the engines collected the supplies and made their way to the Severn Valley Railway. The manager there was most pleased.
Ah, spectacular! The supplies have arrived. In style, too. What a surprise! Thomas the Tank Engine in an LMS Coronation Class.
Glad to be of service, sir. Well, I guess we should get going now. I'm in need of a new home ever since I was resigned from pulling the royal train.
A new home? Say, why not have this railway be your home? You see, the supplies you brought us are for an extension project. And with plans like that, we can use another engine. What do you say?
Duchess gasped, and she glanced over at Thomas, who smiled brightly at the idea.
Oh, sir, thank you.
Duchess was now a really happy engine. She was satisfied to find a place to call home.
You see, Duchess? I told you we'd find you another home.
Yes, but I couldn't have done it without you. Very well, Thomas of Sodor.
And I wish you smooth running and dry rails, Duchess of Loughborough.
Well, all's well that ends well.
On the subject of home, Thomas and Stephen made their way back to Sodor. They parked at Vickerstown Station where Connor was waiting.
Late again? We gotta stop parting ways like that on journeys. Wait, where's Duchess?
Thomas reassured Kana that Duchess was safe in her new home. The three engines gave a little chuckle, and each of them went back to their little lives to celebrate the Christmas holiday. And the New Year's party at the end of the year at Knapford Station.
Citizens and engines of Sodor, to say this year has been the grandest of our lives would be a colossal understatement. We have gotten unforeseen footage, media anniversaries, and rail-themed milestones in more numbers than we can atone. For the past 4 years of being controller of the railway, I am proud to see how far we've come, and how close we've come together as a bound family. Although it is sad to see this year closing its chapter, the memory shall live on. This was most certainly a year none of us will ever forget. So here's to the achievements we've made and the continuation of our Island of Sodor commitment to the future.
I wouldn't believe that there would be any other year like this one. At least maybe not for the next 5 to 10 years. Let's send the year off, everyone! Whistle and honka! Wow. This certainly has been a year. And we've completed it. It's time for our next adventure. I'm sad to see it go. I don't know what we'll do next. How exciting. Life is full of adventures. If there's something I've learned from this little island, it's that whatever life throws at you, we'll take it on and prevail through it together. And at least we'll have all the memories to look back on. You know, you are absolutely right. Forgive me, but I don't believe I've caught your name. Oh, my name's Aaron. I've had a successful trial run with the containers from Tidmouth to Vickerstown, and have recently been purchased to run on your railway. Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, Aaron. Welcome to the Northwestern Railway.